Hey guys, it's Anthony Bandiero here, attorney and senior legal instructor, bringing you the Roadside Chat. I'm broadcasting from beautiful Castle Rock, Colorado. This question comes from an officer in Nevada. He says, a 17-year-old juvenile has been getting in trouble at school. Mom is concerned it may be drug-related and searches the juvenile's room and finds marijuana. Mom calls the police. Mom requests the law enforcement search the juvenile's person and the vehicle for additional drugs. The vehicle was bought and paid for by the juvenile, and the parents do not have not and do not drive the vehicle. Can the parents give consent to search the juvenile's person and the vehicle? Let's dice them up. Two different issues, the person and the vehicle. Can the parents give consent to search the juvenile? I think the answer is yes, right? At the end of the day, does the parent, this is the way I look at it, right? Does the parent have the authority to search that juvenile? Can they do it? And the answer is yes, right? Because that's their parent. They're in charge of that kid, right? If the parents can do it, who can they allow to do it on their behalf? The police, right? So that's the way to look at it, right? If the parents can do it, you can be their agent in a sense. And I've never seen a case of searching the actual person, the juvenile, but I've certainly seen plenty of cases of searching the juvenile's backpack, their room, and so forth. Now, at the same time, you may also have probable cause to arrest. And that may be a cleaner way of doing this, right? If you don't feel comfortable with the consent aspect, maybe if you're looking at arresting the juvenile, right? Why don't you just arrest them because the parents found marijuana in the room, and some cops will, oh, hold on, Anthony, how do you know it came from their room? Look, you don't, not 100% certain, right? But do you believe the parents? Do you believe that they're telling you the truth? If the answer is yes, then that's evidence of a crime. You can't have marijuana in any state as a juvenile, right? And so you may have just an arrest and just take them to juvenile hall and do a search instant to arrest. Let's talk about, that's two ways to deal with that issue. Let's talk about the car. The answer is no. The parents in this example cannot consent to search the car. And here's why. Because the child's possessory interest and privacy interest in that vehicle is higher than the parents. Because the juvenile has, according to these facts, paid for that car himself, the parents do not access that car. They don't have the same level of privacy as the juvenile. And that may sound kind of weird to you because a lot of parents out there are thinking, you know, and cops are like, but hold up, if that was my kid, and my kid, yeah, I let them buy a car at 17, fine, you know, he has his own money, he bought a Honda Civic with his cash, and I think he's doing drugs, I'm searching it. And I say, yes, okay, fine, if you're gonna search it, okay, you can do whatever you want. That's a civil issue, right? If the child wants to try to sue you for getting into his car, I guess so be it. The problem here, though, under the Fourth Amendment, the parents do not have common authority over that vehicle because they didn't pay for it and have common authority over it. There's a case involving a toolbox, and that I used to set this example. And what happened was, the police thought the kid had drugs, guns, whatever, and he had this toolbox in his room. And the police knew before they searched the toolbox that it came from the outside world. The kid got it from whatever, and the parents had nothing to do with it. And the police still searched it anyway and found contraband, and the court threw it out because they said the parents can't give you consent to search that toolbox because the kid has a greater privacy interest in the toolbox. Sounds kind of weird. It doesn't happen a lot because usually parents have common authority over all the things that the kid has in their room and so forth in their car. Usually it's the parent's car and so forth. But in this very unique case, I don't see it. At the same time, if you're on scene and you're like, hey, look, it might sound kind of weird to you, but I can't search that car because you don't have what's called common authority. But, I'm also here to tell you how to do your job as a parent. And, if they're going to search the car on their own and they're not your agent, you do not tell them to do it, and they find drugs, guns, and so forth, then that can be used because that's a private search. But that is a question for another day. All right? I hope this video has helped you move the ball forward, right? Get it right every single time. If you like what I'm doing here, please, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Until next time, my friends, you stay safe.